Hey everybody, it is Yo Taylor back here at the Style Table on My Style Mondays. This week is Yo's Chats and Tips. And today we're going to be talking about travel style because Memorial Day is coming up. Everybody's traveling this week. That's why I'm hanging out my t-shirt. And I'm here with the lovely Fran Betts. She's the CEO of the Shepard Tree, and we both are flight attendants. I'm a retired flight attendant, and she is still up in those sky streets. And
Mhm.
she is also the super parent. She's like the super nanny. She is. She has all the tips. So we're going to talk about travel style and travel and how to travel with kids
Mhm.
and how to do it efficiently, how to get the kids out of the house, and how to get through security and all those good things. I'm going to start out talking to you guys about traveling as parents, especially moms, because it's Mother's Day month. As far as I'm concerned, not Mother's Day, Mother's Month. Okay. Traveling as a mom, what do you need in clothes? Pockets, 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 pockets. You need pockets. And you need to be able to get through security. Nothing is more like maddening when people are coming up and then there you are with all your kids and your strollers and your bags. And then you've got to take off all your belts and your jewelry and all that. Just don't wear all that stuff. Wear athleisure. There's a lot of great brands out there that you can wear where you can still look really cute and elevated, but you can navigate those airports because there's weather, there's delays, and the kids are crying. You want to feel comfortable. You want to layer because you want to keep yourself warm. If you want to wear all your diva jewelry, gotcha. I'm not here to stop anybody from wearing the diva jewelry. But as a passenger, put the diva jewelry on after you get through security. So you don't hold everybody up taking this off and taking that off. Also, here are a couple brands that I recommend to wear and why. I am kind of like obsessed with this GSTQ. It is an elevated athleisure gear where it's literally from cocktails to sportswear. It's everything in between. It looks really good. They also use recycled synthetic fabrics, so they're really working with being they're a sustainable brand. The same with Noli Yoga is my new crush. They have this liquid colored legging, which is really cute. They have different colors, different styles. It really looks good and it's comfortable because you can get through and also look cute. Also, using recycled synthetic fibers for their clothing. And I like Banana Republic. I like all of the looks. Everything is easy to wear, loose fitting, maneuverable. They have things for all sizes. All three brands I'm mentioning, they have loads of things for everybody and every size, shape, height. You have everything. So, which I would recommend all those things for traveling. And of course, Spanx, because the athleisure also gives you some compression, which holds you in, so you're not like exploding. So you feel refreshed when you get out. And also, as far as what you pack in your suitcase, you guys, the airlines, especially the big ones, they're really doing a great job as far as keeping up with your bags, or at least getting your bags there by that evening, wherever you're going, or the very next morning. But in case something does happen, because things, you know, stuff happens, pack a sundress and bathing suit and a pair of flip flops or sandals, whatever you're going to wear, so you can hit the beach running, or you can get right out and start enjoying your vacation without missing a beat. You can get all of that tightly, especially like a little knit dress, roll that thing up,
Mhm.
get your little
Mhm.
bathing suit in there. You can get all of that in your carry on. Don't wait. Get it. Just put that stuff in there. Um, I'm sure Fran's going to say, and each little duckling should have theirs, and your husband should have everything in their
Yes.
carry bag. That same ready to go outfit, because you just need to be able to start and enjoy your vacation. but you, because really on the plane, even in the summertime and when it's warm, it still gets to be cold on that airplane.
Mhm.
So you want to have layers. You want to have cardigans or cute athletic jackets and things to keep you warm because there's no blankets on the plane, and you don't want to be lugging. You know, as a parent, you don't want to be lugging all of these pillows and blankets, and the kids trying to run with all that. It's just a hot mess, and it's going to just
Mhm.
stress you out. So just if you guys have layers with you and on you, it's easy and it's one less thing you have to carry. And don't try to wear flip flops in those slides, especially when there's tight schedules in between. I know it's easy to take them on and off through security, but don't even bother to do that. Wear some kind of like sneaker, espadrille, something that you can that'll go through security where you don't set the metal detector off and you can run in them so you're not stressed out and trying because you're not going to make your connection. You need every second counts, and especially when you have the kids. And I'm going to let Fran take over now, and she's going to tell us how to deal with our kids, especially the ones who insist on wearing the Superman costume through the airport.
Mhm. Mhm. And I'm gonna tag on to what you said. Pockets. Pockets. So if you're gonna have your kids, toddlers to 8-year olds, 10-year olds, when you have those bags with their toys in it, go ahead and pack snacks in there. Lots of snacks. You cannot control the environment, the weather, and all in between. So you're going to need a lot of snacks. Now, of course, you can purchase snacks in the airport, but there's a hefty cost to it, but they're there. But just go ahead and get your large Ziploc bag and put your snacks in there. You can also do fruit cups. You can prepare the night before if they do cut up your grapes, all that stuff, whatever. You can take that through security. You can't take liquids, but you can take solid foods through. So make sure you pack as many snacks. And as far as I had a parent on the other day, and she was so frustrated. I'm not sure what the little boy did. I think he was about 7 years old, and she took him to the bathroom, and she was just kind of into him. Remember, you are on vacation. So you're going to have to relax those shoulders and let things be. As long as your kids can keep up with you, let things be. The candy, go ahead. If you kind of release a little bit because you don't want to be stressed out the entire vacation. So some things you're going to have to go ahead and fight choose your battles wisely. I think the only thing that you need to be cognizant of is if you're traveling overseas, about their sleep time, because that can get a little crazy as far as traveling overseas. So you kind of want them to be asleep at night when you are going on those overseas flights, because in the morning when it's time to wake up and get those kids going, you don't need to drag them. And I've seen some kids dragged through the airport. So um, it will be beneficial if you keep that schedule tight. But as far as the snacks, the toys, the candy for toddlers, make sure you have lollipops with you. Most times their ears are bothered, and you
Mhm.
want to have something for them to suck on, and it can be a lollipop, it could be their pacifier, a bottle or whatever. You need to pack several pacifiers, and just bring a little bag of lollipops for going to your trip and
Mhm.
on your return. Make sure you have those items. If you choose to bring those little toys in their little suitcases, um, we don't want them noisy. It's you that's a part of airplane etiquette. But just making sure they always have something that they can move around, any tactile items, keep them occupied. That will take down the stress a little bit. Just my trip, I had an assignment on Sunday. I think the little boy maybe two. his ears were bothering him, and he was fighting sleep. I went ahead and got on the floor because the parents were stressed. They had not had that situation before. First time parents, the kid is just flat out on the floor. It's okay. The
Oh,
flight attendants are we. It is not a problem for us. We actually understand the kids, and we don't want you to stress out. If the flight attendants are in the aisle, or once the flight attendants are out of the aisle and it's safe to get up, you can go ahead and let them walk through the aisle. You can walk with them in your wherever you're sitting. You can walk the aisles. It's okay as long as this seatbelt sign is off.
yeah. And
Um,
I let me ask you this, because this is what I've seen parents do back when I was flying. You know, we as parents sometimes just chill, man, just chill. You're up and down, you see the moms, they're like, you're trying to bring the beverage cart out, the moms are in and out, the kids are like relaxed, they're watching their little video, and like you said, you
mhm.
got all their snacks, the mother's in and out, she's up and down, just like you said, relax, because the kids
Relax.
are chill, pretty much so.
Exactly. If the kids are chill, it's time for you to relax. The best way to make sure that you're not up, down, digging into bags, go ahead and do that at the gatehouse area. Pull everything you need at your seat out and ready to go. Tuck it in your bag, or have the kids bring it, put it in their little suitcase. If you need books, the charger, the iPad, the over the ear headphones, you want those accessible. So don't try not to put them in your big suitcase. You want to go ahead and put it in their little carry-on or your bag and have it ready and accessible, because once everyone starts boarding that plane, it's pretty much a cattle call, and there's more stress and it's hectic. And even though they give you time to come on before everyone else, it's still kind of a hectic thing. So you just want to have everything in arm's reach before you get on that plane. So your iPads, your computers, your chargers, your headphones, the snacks, they should already be in the handbag. And as soon as you get to your seat, you're dropping and putting that larger bag in the overhead bin.
And
So
speaking of that, go
oh, go
ahead. No,
ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, finish telling the parents they need to know, because the rest of us are standing behind those parents.
Yes, we're right behind you, as patient as can be, but that everyone has their limit. So, and you just want this to be as smooth as possible, as less stress as possible. You can't avoid all of it because one, you're taking the kids with you, but as less stress as possible, so that everyone can actually have a little piece of the vacation. All right. Moms, you already work enough at home. Dads, you already work enough at home. You don't want this to be so heavy and just work. It's a vacation. Relax. Be
And
prepared.
yeah,
Yeah.
because parents, especially moms, we're probably packing for ourselves last. And
We are.
packing for all the kids, you're packing, making sure that everybody else looks cute and then look crazy. And then you're sitting there looking in your closet, what to wear for myself. You want to go ahead and make sure that your bag is packed long before. So go ahead and start
Hmm.
planning your looks and your outfits and how you want to look on your vacation and how you want to travel. Now, with the designer bags, you guys, if you're a family and you're traveling, if you're not sitting in economy comfort or you're not in zone one, if there's no room for that bag, that designer bag is going to go underneath the belly of the plane.
Yep.
So make sure that you guys have covers for your luggage, for your precious luggage, because sometimes you'll have to check that bag anyway, and they don't care if it's Louis Vuitton. They just know that that bag has got to go underneath, and they have to get the plane out on time. So they don't really care. I'm sure they think, oh, that's great that you have a designer bag, but no, we have no space for it. So that takes away the stress for you too. If you have to check that bag, make sure you have those plastic covers that you can buy because it's raining. Plus, honestly, this is my opinion. And I love designer bags. I love seeing them when they come on. They look fabulous. I personally would not take it on a plane. I would just, unless I was if I'm driving or somewhere where I have a little bit more control over where my bag is going to be, or taking the train. But, taking those high end designer bags, and if it has to go underneath, I mean, you guys, those guys are hauling those bags, male and female. They're getting those bags underneath because they're trying to make sure they can make it to where they need to make it. Sometimes they fall off that cart and it might be sitting out in the rain and they have to drive back and go get it. And, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Mhm.
So protect your investment. Protect your
Mhm.
investments, seriously.
Mhm.
If you really need to have it on, get the covers. I like Samsonite. If you get Samsonite, Toomey, hardcover suitcases, protects the inside of your everything that's on the inside so it doesn't get wet. The soft side, I would just get the cover anyway, just to protect. And just you know, be mindful of that when you're booking your seat too. So,
Mhm.
I think if you
Mhm.
got a Louis Vuitton big suitcase, you might want to be in first class.
Yes, we actually had that, we had a lady, and she had her beautiful designer bags, the purse, the carry-on, the rollerboard, and of course, she got on kinda last, and so it was a big to-do about that, but you don't want that stress, you really do not, because if you think about it, the airlines is a business, they're getting you from point A to point B. They do their best to accommodate all, but it's just not realistic. Sometimes you have to think about some of that yourself and just set yourself up for success. So to not stress. I like that. Set yourself up for success to not stress. How about that?
And
Yeah,
speak,
you
you and you don't need all of that. And speaking of t-shirts, you guys, people are always, when you're dressing to, you can get all dressed up, but when you're traveling with families, another thing you can wear is t-shirt with your business name on it.
Mhm.
Um, I People are nosy. They're all up in your business. How many times when you're traveling, even without your kids, and you go and you're sitting in the gatehouse, you guys, and then all of a sudden the gatehouse that side is empty, and there will be somebody who'll come up, whole empty gatehouse. They got to sit next to you. They're all up in your business.
Mhm.
Well,
Yep.
you don't be up in your business. Have them go to
There
atthestyletable.com
you
and
go.
you want to know, you want to be all of it.
Yes.
Wear your own brand.
Yes.
You're in business for yourself, wear your own brand. Be
Mhm.
your own billboard, be your own salesperson because people are always nosy. They're all up in your business.
Mhm.
So
That's
yes.
right. That's right. Oh my gosh, that's so awesome. That's awesome. You're on to something right there. Let's see, back to kids. Make sure you pack plenty of diapers. If you're We do not have refrigerators on the plane, so we cannot keep medications that need to be refrigerated and milk. Um, it would probably for us, I can say that personally, we brought the powdered milk for the kids. That's easy. And what's the little bottles with the little baggies in it? Those were easy. You do not want to clean bottles on your vacation. It's not good. I did it one time and I said I'll never do that again. So the disposable bags and the bottles, please, if you can, bring those if your child needs a bottle. Make it easy on yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, I will say, and also, this is just me. I'm just throwing this out because I'm grandma now,
Yep.
and
Your glamour. Glam.
grandma, and we have, and 5 grandkids came like bam, 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 bam,
Mhm.
and so now they're all toddlers, And so I would say back in the day, I had a stroll. I had that umbrella stroller.
The umbrella stroller. Yeah.
Woo! I'm telling
Mhm.
you, those kids in that umbrella stroller, then you can run and whatever cute outfits you have on, you can run even faster when you strap
Yep.
them in that little umbrella stroller with their little stuff, and you can run through that airport and get and
Mhm.
maneuver and get an electric
Mhm.
car too, right? Like if
Yep.
you're a family, you've got a long distance and you're order, go ahead and schedule an electric car to meet the
Yep.
plane, especially if you got 5 kids. If you're a family
If
of
you have kids, you go ahead and do that.
yeah,
Again, I've seen the kids being dragged in they're falling out, and you don't want that. You're too cute for that. You're dressed too cute for that. You
that's
don't want to
right.
drag a kid. So please do that. Make things easy for yourself. The umbrella stroller. What was the other thing that I saw? So my husband and I, we would strap our car seat to our rollerboard. Because if you're in a place where you just have to have the car seat, there we would strap the car seat to the rollerboard, and they have attachments for that.
Oh, okay,
Everything is that. It's always
yeah.
evolving. All the new stuff for the
All this new
every
stuff.
year.
Well, and
Mhm.
and you guys, I just also want to mention Banana Republic is a company that I like. I really love all of the products that they have out now. The quality is very good, and they are big into human rights. So they're big partners with big organizations about human rights. They use a lot of women artisans and support women-owned businesses and things like that. So bravo to them. Modern Citizen is another sustainable product line. Knitwear. They have a lot of really cute knits that you can wear where you still look really cute and you can get to the airport and you're protecting the environment all at the same time. Yeah. So, and guys,
That's right.
don't wear belts. Don't wear the belts. Keep the change out of your pockets. And
Mhm.
women, I know a lot of times we wear all this jewelry and we go, oh well, it's real. Well, I watched a woman and oh my gosh, she was in the airport and she was going nuts because they made her take off her jewelry. Now, I don't
Mhm.
doubt that jewelry was real, but with that amount of all this up and down her arm, something went off.
Mhm.
And no matter, you might have bumped your arm on it, anything. So she was upset and offended as well. So she took up a lot of her time trying to make her connection because she's upset about all this jewelry. When you have to take all that off, you run the risk of your jewelry being in those little bowls, things falling out of that bowl when it goes through the security system, and especially if this is real jewelry, your watches and things like that. If it falls out of that bowl because you have to go back through because you set off the alarm, it could fall out of the bowl in between those little rollers and end up on the floor, and you're spending all the time looking for it and hoping that you have everything. It's too
Mhm.
much. Just
Mhm.
put everything in the top part of your carry on. And then that way, when you get through security, you sit down, you put on all your fabulous jewelry, and you walk through the airport and you go to that sky lounge and you're looking cute and fabulous. But
Mhm.
you're also
Mhm.
protecting your valuables, you're protecting your jewelry, I'm not saying that people might steal, but why have some big shiny
Anything
thing?
can happen.
Anything,
Anything can happen.
you can lose it, it could be stolen. It's not worth it, and putting
Mm-mm.
yourself through the aggravation.
Yep.
You still look good, girl. You still look
Yep.
good. Put it on afterwards.
Yep.
You still look good. So, lastly, Fran, tell us any tips for parents as far as what to put on kids. What's the best thing to put on kids? Dress them in to get through
um,
the year.
yeah, I would suggest that your kids whatever they have, you need to have either a little blanket or a little jacket or sweater for them. Like Yo said, the cockpit, the pilots control the conditioning of the air, and it could be 150 of you on the plane. Somebody's not going to be happy. So you want to make sure, and then jeans, t-shirt, or but not the little shorts. You might want to stay away from that because it does get cold on the airplane. It does. And like Yo said, we don't have blankets anymore, not on
Mhm.
domestic flights anyway, and not on the Caribbean flights. So you want them to be comfortable as well. Not a push or pull situation. If they want to wear their pajamas, if they want to wear their Superman costume, go for it. It's not a beauty contest at the airport, I promise you, not with the kids anyway.
No.
So make it easy on yourselves. Just make sure you come prepared. Light, it could be a small shawl, one of your own shawls. Roll it up really tight, stick it in that bag, and you're ready.
Yeah, and
Yep.
one last tip, because we're always, once we get to our destination, you guys, we're always shopping. There's, especially if you're going to Florida or someplace like that, there's always some like major outlet, and
Mhm.
you got to get your shopping on. Take
Mhm.
a, you guys, especially people in business, you go to these conferences and there are all these swag bags. Well, take a few of those swag bags and put them in your suitcase,
Mhm.
because if something happens, you get on the plane and your bag is too fat to go in, pull that little swag bag out, throw that
Yep.
stuff in there, and slide that under the seat. That way the
Yep.
suitcase fits and you don't have to chuck it. Okay.
Exactly. And those suitcases with the extra zipper that extend, if your suitcase cannot close that extended part, you're going to have a tight fit. And the flight attendants may ask you to check it. It happens.
Yeah.
It's
That's
going to
what,
happen to you.
right.
If you travel enough, it's going to happen several times.
Yeah.
Just make sure, like Bill said, yeah, go ahead and
Have
get your important items in your carry-on bag. They're supposed to be there anyway. Medications, the extra pacifiers, the blanket, the extra underwear, the diapers. That's in your bag so that
foods
you're
that
ready
you
to
bought
go.
on sale
Oh
in
yeah.
the store when you went shopping. And there's always something extra. It's always an extra pair of shoes. And that way you can, like I said, then you can keep your suitcase on the plane and you can just put that down in there, put that down there. I
Hmm.
know there's some airline that's hating me right now because I'm now creating that third bag, but whatever.
Oh, you're getting talked about majorly. You're getting talked about behind the curtain.
Woo, okay. But listen, that way you don't have to check that bag. You have space in the overhead bin for it.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
all right, you guys. Well, that is it for Yo's chats and tips. This has been a fun show. Talking with Miss Fran Brown,
Yes.
Mrs. Brown, Mrs. Brown. No, that's no John. But anyway, you guys, I hope you have a fantastic Memorial Day weekend. Make sure that you're safe. Make sure that you look cute and can get through the airport looking fabulous. Take the tips from Fran. She's the CEO of the Shepard Tree Etiquette
Social protocol.
and Social Protocol.
Yeah.
And she is, like I said, she is. I call her. She says all that. I call her Super Mom. It's a
Woo,
super
all of
mom.
us are.
She knows she knows all things kids and how to help you be a calm parent and help the kids have a good experience. So and learn a lot. So I will see you guys not on Memorial Day. So I will
No?
be back. No, I will be
Okay.
back after Memorial Day, and I will have some fantastic women. We're going to talk about their business and their style, and of course, I will be back with some young tips and chats. But check out those brands. Once again, GSTQ, Noli Yoga, Banana Republic is, I love Banana Republic, Modern Citizen. All these companies are steeped in human rights, um, how they manufacture things in the most humane way and sustainable way. So you're helping the environment and looking cute all at the same time. All right.
Yes.
We will see you again, like I said, the first week in June. And then I will always, you can find me on at thestyletable.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel at The Style Table LLC. I appreciate your support and I appreciate you watching every week. And I will miss you on Memorial Day, but we'll see you next time. All right, you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.